Hey, what's up, YouTube friends? I'm Tony making Food Mata, and I'm going to show you how to tomato concasse. So, what's tomato concasse? Well, basically, it's a diced tomato with the skin taken off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the skin off of this Roma tomato. So you would want to take the skin off for a more refined tomato. So I guess you can leave the skin on if you want to leave the skin on, but for instructional purposes, what I'm doing is I'm going to take the skin off tomato concasse. So I need a couple of different things. I have my cutting board, right, with my towel underneath it, wet towel underneath it. I have a chef knife. Should be clean, huh? I just got done doing a video on how to dice a pepper. So, clean station is a happy workstation. A clean knife is a happy knife. All right, so let's get back on it. So, a couple different things that I need. I need my cutting board. I need my knife. Of course, I need my tomato. I'm going to need a bowl right here, a moon bowl full of ice water, and I need a boiling water. That's simple as that. So basically what I'm going to do is take my Roma tomato right here, and I'm going to cut a little X into the top of the tomato. So just like that. Just like that. Right in there. Okay? So I'm going to do that with the rest, with all my tomatoes. And you can do this with a regular old tomato if you want, but usually in the restaurants and what I use and what I normally use, especially like something like this, I'm going to make a salsa. I want to use a Roma tomato. It has a little bit more meat in it. I think overall they're a little bit better, a little bit more functional for what we're doing here. I mean, you could use another tomato if you want, but we're using Romas. Okay, so again, just like that. Just like that. Alright. So I have these ready. So there's a couple other things that you can use. You can use like a spider strainer to get the tomato out of the boiling water. I have the boiling water right over here. We are shooting right now at my house in Detroit. I rented out through Airbnb, modified Airbnb, Tony making Food Mata. So it's where I'm shooting right now. Not at my house on Westland. This kitchen is phenomenal. If you ever need a place to stay, look me up, be a part of our neighborhood on Airbnb.com, and you can cook in this kitchen, or maybe I'll cook for you. So, alright, so I have this. Let's go over here to my awesome stove. So we're going to go right over here. Alright, here we go. So as you can see, I already have my boiling water. I'm making quesadillas tonight. So this is gonna be part for my salsa. So what I have here is I have my tomatoes. I got some black beans going on over here. I got some Mexican rice over here. Oh man. So I have my ice bath over here. Sometimes when we do blanching in other videos that I've shot, you blanch vegetables and stuff, and you always have like an ice bath ready. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my boiling water, I'm going to take my tomato, and just drop it right in there. Okay? Just like that. Okay. So I'm going to put it right in there, and I'm going to let it boil. I'm going to let it essentially cook, and what it's going to do, what this is going to do is it's going to take the skin. It's going to take the skin off of the meat of the tomato, if you will. So since what just happened is when I put all those tomatoes into the boiling water, it brought the overall temperature of the boiling water down. So whenever you add stuff into boiling water, you want to take that into consideration, things like that. So now it's got to be brought back up, and we don't want to leave them in there for too long. We don't want tomato stew. Essentially, we just want to get the skin off of the meat of the tomato. So, okay. Now I can take this. I can kind of check. A little bit longer. Now, if you were in an industrial kitchen when the burners can just shoot out way more gas, way more gas output than at your regular home oven or a home range top, like this would literally only take seconds. But you know, like I said, since I brought the temperature down by adding all 5 tomatoes in there, now it's going to just take a little extra longer. So I'd say probably about 45 seconds, maybe a minute longer, but I don't really want to go that much longer. So I can kind of tell. Okay. So we can look. We can tell that the skin is kind of separating from the tomato. It kind of blistered a little bit, and that's fine. So see, that's going to be perfect. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these right out of my boiling water, and I'm just going to go right into my ice bath. Okay. So that's that. So another technique that would be similar to this with the tomato concasse is that you would blanch your vegetables. And some that you would like, I would blanch my asparagus, you know, or you could blanch some onions, celery, carrots, or something like that. Blanching is a technique where you have boiling water and you put your vegetable into the boiling water, and then you take it out and put it into an ice bath. So then that way it makes it a little bit more easier for you to cook, pick up something on the pickup. Hey, you know, I need a side of asparagus. You know, then you can just take it, put it in the saute pan real quick, like in the restaurant or even at home. Put it in a saute pan with a little bit of oil, and then it makes it a lot easier and faster to cook. Cooking techniques, blanching your vegetables. So if you hear that something like it's blanched, basically all it is a vegetable that's been cooked almost 100%. I'd say probably like 80% in some boiling water, taken out and putting into a ice bath, and then you get it, then you drain it. So let's turn this off over here. Let's take this over here. Take this over to my workstation over here. So this is a phenomenal kitchen, by the way. It's a nice stove. Got this awesome fridge. It's open. This place is great. Come check it out. Be a part of our neighborhood. Airbnb. Alright, so now you can see that this is blistered. Okay. All of them, the skin should be fairly easy to remove. So now you can take your paring knife, you know, take your paring knife and you can kind of just pull the skin off, just like that. Pull the skin off. See? Easy. Again, pulling the skin off. Just like that. So they're still a little bit warm. So now so that's that. So now what I can do with this guy is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dice it or julienne it. Try this guy over here. So now I'm going to take it. I'm going to cut the end off. Okay. Cut this end off. Alright. So just like you would on your pepper or onion, you're going to end up the ends off. And now I'm going to take my knife again, and I'm going to go right down just like that. So I cut it right down there. I got a stable surface. So now I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it on the side, and just like I would like my pepper before, I'm just going to try to roll it. So I'm just going to try to roll it just like this. Okay. And that's that. So that gets rid of the inside. It's actually good old TMFM. Really didn't pick out that good of Roma tomatoes. Actually, the Kroger didn't really have that good of a selection of Roma tomatoes. So again, now I have this. So what I'm going to do is just like I would have done with my julienne pepper or onion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to try to get these insides out. Just like that. Okay. So now I have my tomato. Again with this little piece. Usually when you do this, you would get one long strip. But these tomatoes are a little underripe. But, you know, it's Kroger. That's Kroger for you. So now, I was using this knife, but now this one doesn't really rock that well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my chef knife. And I'm going to rock my knife, just like that. So this would be a julienne cut. So I have my tomato, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do a julienne cut. So I'm going to rock my knife. I'm going to lead with this finger, like I always have. Just lead with that finger right there. And it helps it be a little bit more even. So see how I'm rocking my knife, just like that. Alright, so that's that. So now I have my julienne. This is all julienne. So I have my julienne tomato. So now I'm going to take it. They're all facing this way. Now I'm going to move this the other way, just like that. So where I have another line of my tomato. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock it again. I'm going to rock my knife again, leading with this finger. And now what this is going to allow me to do is get a dice. Now I'm just doing a small dice. I could do a lot smaller if I wanted to. But that's that. So now I have my julienne, or my diced right here. This is my dice, my small dice Roma tomato. So that's how you concasse a tomato. So now what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make a salsa out of it here in a little bit. But that'll be another video. So I'm going to just clean up my station here. And once again, I'm Tony making Food Mata. Thank you for tuning in on how to concasse a tomato. Until next time, thank you.